morning, kids. Hey guys, happy Home Brewing Wednesday. Cheers. The old blew the keg out tonight, so didn't have any backup. So this Homebrew Wednesday I was going to put down a kit and kilo because my brother Scotty, he's interested in getting into the brewing, so start him off with the basics and then move him up the ladder slowly. And then second subject was just going to be a quick mention on the legendary Nate Pico, the SJ 2014 challenge winner. So we'll move into that. Almost ready to get set up here and show you what we got going on. We've got our basic kit and kilo. This is called a goodies pack. This is just basically dextrose, corn syrup and malt, or dry malt extract, and I've got another 250 grams of that there. I'm using a Morgan's Australian Blonde, so see how that goes. I haven't tried one of them before. Other thing I was going to quickly say was, on my first video I said I wouldn't be using dry enzymes, but I was quite surprised the last time I used the dry enzymes. Normally, you know, using an ale yeast, something like this, which goes down to, it attenuates down to about 1.008. This, I used this and it attenuated all the way down to 1.001. So excellent. First, starting off, you need a very clean fermenter. So anything that touches your beer, your airlock, your stirring spoon, any of that stuff, all needs to be 100% sterilised. So you can get yourself a steriliser from your brew shop. Got you can Star Sand, you can buy that online. That's very good. It's a phosphoric acid based cleaner steriliser. I use an iodine and phosphoric acid based cleaner, which doesn't actually have a particular name. That's it there. It does a good job. I use a keg and line cleaner. This stuff is really nasty. As it says on there, the elephant gun of keg cleaners and line cleaners. I'll give the fermenter a bit of a splash with that before I sterilise, and it'll burn your skin off that stuff, because you've got to really rinse it out really well. So starting now, so that's the first thing you do, 100% sterilisation, get everything 100% clean. Anything that's going to touch your beer has to be 100% clean, no doubt from that. So we'll start now. We'll start by adding our dry ingredients all in. And the other thing you want to make sure is you turn your spigot off, because I've done that. You start pouring in your liquid and then it's all over the place. And I'm just using two kettles. I've got another on the other end going. You don't have to worry about a pot on the stove. I'm in the tropics here, so it's hot as hell. Give that a good old stir up. Try and get rid of any lumps. Can of liquid malt extract. Whack him in there. And I try and give it a bit of a roll, just so you don't get it over the edges. Try not to let it touch the outside of the can. Oh, look out! Alrighty. I just whack a bit of water in there. Yep, spilling all over me stuff. Pour that straight in. Top of that. Stir that up in a sec. Oh yeah, give that a stir up. Give that a blast. Just important to get everything all dissolved in there. Because I'm making a mess tonight. It's very hard holding the camera with one hand and doing everything with the other. Going in there. quick rehash. What we've done is we've started with a completely sterile fermenter. Everything that touches your stirring spoon, your airlock, anything touches the beer, all been sterilised, and you just basically have basically what I've got here, about 3.5 litres of boiling water, and you just put in your dry ingredients first, put all them in, chuck in half your water, stir it all up, then chuck in your liquid malt extract, stir all that up so it's all stirred up and dissolved. And I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and fill it up with filtered water. I use a 0.5 micron filter. You can buy from the supermarket, you can buy 20 litres of filtered water. The water you boil will be sterile anyway, so 20 litres will probably top you off. You'll have a little bit left over, but always use very clean water. That'll help your beer too. So I'm going to go and fill that up now. I'll be back in a sec. That's the other thing too, is really try and hold the water up high and get it to go in there. You want to really force a lot of oxygen into that wort there, which really does help the yeast. The yeast needs its sugar and its oxygen to be able to go. You can put yeast nutrient in it, but I'm keeping this as just a very simple brew. So follow this, and this will start your home brewing, and you can move on to other things like partials and all grain. This is one good thing about Kit and Kilo. It takes absolutely no time at all. Put a batch down in 10 minutes. Won't be quite as good as a partial or a all grain, but it's a start. Okay, and finally now just adding our yeast. Just lightly sprinkle it over the top. Some people like to stir it in, but I always just using this dry yeast, sprinkle it on the top. Starts working instantly and creates a blanket of CO2. And I chuck in now my dry enzymes. Probably just give it a bit of a swirl. Just a light little. You don't really want it touching the lid. Just move it around a bit. And airlock. And that's the airlock there. You just fill it up with water just to those lines. As you can see, it's already down there a bit. So, and that's basically it. Anyway, the other thing I just wanted to mention, Under the Table Brewing, Nate Pico. Check out, just go straight to his channel, press the subscribe button and watch all his videos. He just had an epic brew day the other day. It was awesome. I think he did 6 full brews in 6 days, like 6 full all grain brews, and it was pretty hardcore. So check it out, he's awesome. And I'm wrapped because he's the winner of the 2014 SJ4 challenge, and he's just subscribed to my channel, so I'm one happy person. Anyway guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday, stay safe and homebrew all the time.